Greatest challenges I met coming into teaching was, of course, working with young people. They have a limited experience of the world to be understood, And one of the things that got me was their lack of empathy for people who lived in developing nations. And one of the topics that came up one day was landmines, the issues of landmines. And my wife has actually had personal experience by accidentally being in a minefield many years ago when we were traveling, and that scares anybody who's sane. And yet it's so far away that my students never really got the fear. They can come to our school, they can do anything in their lives, and they won't face a sniper. There's no landmines on the way. They have clean water. They have a safe place to live. And yet we have people around the world with hundreds of millions of landmines in their lives. So the challenge was to try to get them to understand that, to understand the fear. And so I came up with an idea of actually planting landmines at the school. Now these landmines won't hurt anybody, but they are charged. Some of them are charged, some they're completely inert. They're just little clay pigeons in the ground. But each of the kids who's got protective gear and all the rest has to remove a landmine from the ground. So they have to walk into a minefield, they have to probe for mines, they have to locate a mine, and they have to remove the mine safely. And every so often, one goes off, and the fear they feel is strong. Now I can't do that all year round, so I also have another program where I run it inside the school, which requires some imagination, some blindfolds, and lots of talk. And there's a prequel to this. The kids are taught about what mines are and the impacts. And at the end of it, we reflect on what it is that they've experienced. And it's the knot in the stomach, the fear of the unknown, and all of a sudden you see lights go on in their eyes that these kids, these adults, these people who live in these countries live with that fear every single day. And luckily Canada no longer produces these things because of the Ottawa process or treaty, but it's something that we were once a part of and that we can do something about by fundraising. And a lot of the kids have, and since years past, have actually gone to visit these places and started to support the removal of these landmines, and that was a challenge that worked out.